Yeah, disappointed in the loss. Really proud of this football team, though. I told them that. There's a phenomenal group of young men in there who battled through a lot, who went through their ups and downs of injuries this year. All of them, I think, battled with injuries, but they came out each week and they kept fighting, they kept working. The youth of our football team showed, obviously at times tonight, but just so proud of that group. And listen, I get the result is the result this year. But I told them to have their heads high and proud for the commitment that they did of keep coming back each week and getting back to work. And that's all you can do is get back to work. So disappointing the loss, but a lot to gain from it moving into the offseason. With that being said, open up for questions.
Coach, can you give us a little update on Krishan didn't play tonight?
Yep. Krishan was battling the knee, really wanted to play. His knee got banged up a little bit last week. Worked him out all week in practice, kind of limited his reps, and then he went out there yesterday, and it was still struggling with it. Then even tried this morning, and we just made the decision to just to pull him and shut him down for the game. Didn't want to hurt it any worse than what it is. I think he definitely, if he wanted to muster through it, he could have, but I don't know how effective he would have been. And then Kai was battling an injury as well. So again, just decided to sit him down. I think he was, out a little bit sooner than McCray was. But again, that's been the story of this year, just our depth and our injuries.
Were you going to rotate quarterbacks coming into the game? I know we all got some time in the first half before Tommy got dinged up there.
Yeah, I was going to let Rule play a little bit. I just wanted to make sure we got out the game with him getting some more experience because you look at next year, you're going to get JD back, you're going to get Dev back. So again, I wanted to make sure these young guys got some experience as well. So that went in with the plan and seeing if anyone got in a rhythm. I was going to keep riding them if anybody got in a rhythm.
Coach, Jose showed some bursts tonight. I think that's something you've probably seen in practice. He's still wearing that 80 number. Do you make a decision about next year for Jose now, or where do you see him out for you?
We'll see. He filled in for depth there a little bit with our running back room when Gavin Garcia went down, and then Marcus Hicks went down, and then Curtis was down for a couple weeks. We kind of moved him there just to get some depth there, and he's a talented young man. He's a redshirt freshman. Got a lot of time left here. I think the biggest thing is making sure he gets bigger, faster, stronger this offseason, and then he'll find his way around the ball for sure.
C.J. Young has 13 tackles and a sack for you tonight. Maybe one of the few starts he's had tonight. Some bright spots there on the defense.
I love C.J. Young. He's a safety, walk-on safety. We're down 8 guys at linebacker right now. And when we told him we got to move him there, he answered the bell. He just went down there. And I think he got progressively better at the position over the last 3 games here. Just proud of him, and hopefully he can carry it into his offseason and find his way onto the field with special teams and maybe back at safety.
Coach, did you say at halftime we got to get the ball in Luke's hands a little bit? I don't think he had a touch in the first half. And 100 yards on offense between Krishan and Kai. Did you talk about that at halftime?
I talked to the coaches just about finding ways. They bracketed him a little bit in the first half, which when they saw Krishan out there, you could see they shifted some things and put 2 over the top of him, which made it a little bit hard while you saw the quarterbacks hanging on to the ball a little bit in the first half. So we tried to find some formations to single him up, and that's what you saw the touchdown was there, just a double move where we put him in motion, I think, and found a way to get him the ball. So there was a conscious effort the second half of finding ways to get him a touch or 2.
And, with the struggle, the way the season's been, how hard do you look at that second half tape to evaluate players?
I think it's everything. You had Garrett Dial, who's a freshman defensive lineman, playing linebacker in the second half of that game and making some plays. You had Jair Rolliston, a true freshman corner, going out there and made a lot of good plays today. They're all over the place. J.J. Etheridge, I thought, played a pretty solid game as a true freshman. So, again, to me, I know people are going to get wrapped up in what happened this year, but I'm excited about the offseason in the future.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
We'll move on to the online contingent. Dimitri.
Yeah, Coach, how beneficial is it going to be moving into next year to have a lot of your young guys already have a ton of experience from this past season?
Oh, it's huge. It's everything. When you look at it, that was the purpose of the year, honestly, is to get almost every impactful freshman reps. And when you look at it, we got it accomplished. We might have didn't want to do it as early as we did, but with the injuries that we had no choice. But when you look at Deshaun Martin, J.J. Etheridge, Wayne Harris, Jair Rolliston, Nyland, Jaden Studio, the list goes on. Jose Cordoba, Braden Bishop, Martell Buchanan. All those guys played significant amounts of football as a true freshman. Now the whole thing is we have to get them bigger, faster, stronger. We got to get them in the weight room, ready to rock and roll. And we got a team meeting tomorrow with everybody coming back, and we've got to get to work. We've got to get to work because year 3 is an important year because I think that's when you start to show what you're building as a program. So we're going to rest for a little bit, then get back to work.
Thank you.
Yep.
Coach, any final closing statements?
No, I want to just thank our seniors for their effort and their dedication. Cam Golden, Matt Harmon, Caleb Johns, all those guys, Luke Floria, they're just special people. And I know their careers didn't finish the way they want to. A lot of them were hurt and banged up, but the effort and energy they gave to Kent State University over the last 5 to 6 years has been outstanding. And they have nothing but to be proud for their experience here and what they left. And not only are they good football people, but they're better men. And that's what I'm excited for, is to watch them grow in whatever they do. I don't think you'll meet a better person than Cam Golden and Luke Floria and all those guys. Matt Harmon, who's a dad. I told him in the locker room, this is the worst thing that happens in your life. It's going to be a pretty good life, boys. So I'm so proud of them, and I just want to thank them publicly for everything they've done for not just our football program, but me personally as well. And with that being said, go Flashes, King. Thanks.